Well, for those who are in my stream and do not know you yet, I know that there's a few people in my stream who do frequent yours as well after raids and everything else. But for those
I
who don't
appreciate
know,
it.
do you want to introduce yourself for those who do not know you?
Sure. Hello, my name is, Velk. Well, I got my many names, but Lunari Valkyrie and Yakuza Mom are the two main ones. But feel free to call me Valk, Luna, Tay, Mom. Those all work. I'm also a full-time content creator, mainly streaming though. Um, I'm bad at introductions.
You're bad at introductions. Well, I can throw a
Uh,
few. I can throw a few other things out there as well.
yeah, that would
Uh,
help.
you are also the leader.
Do not call me mommy.
I'm
Ever.
not. I'm not going to do that.
No,
That's.
I read chat.
Oh, I see.
I'm
I
saying
see.
so. No lewd. Do not lewd me, ever.
Mom, not mommy. There's a difference.
There is a huge
There's a
difference.
huge difference.
The only person who's gonna be able to call me mommy is my actual child, and I don't have one yet. So no,
There you go. But I was
it
gonna say,
doesn't.
I do know that there's one other thing, and that is one other
Yes,
main
mother is
thing.
fine.
Outside of being a friend of mine,
Hmm.
also the fact that you are the leader of the Moonlit Yakuza team,
Yes, yes.
which there's at least one other person in this call who may or may not be a part of. Hello. I was still
Oh, did
like,
you see? I made a Twitter for the team too.
I did not see that you made a Twitter for the team. Hold on, I should probably go check that out.
Oh yeah, and I made a little announcement earlier for introductions, please. I think every day or every few days, I'm gonna try to post like a introduction to all the members of the team.
Gotcha. I see our hashtag, but I do not actually see the.
It's Moonlit Yoga, so that's the Twitter name account.
Is there a space?
No, you can't put spaces in there. I followed you. Check
There's,
your recent followers.
there's underscores. Go to.
Oh,
There we
yeah,
go.
that's true.
I got it. I got it working. Aha! I clicked the follow as well. I've done it. I've done the thing. I've done my part for now.
There you
I
go.
think potentially.
Yeah,
Anywho's,
you can leave the introduction thing for when like your downtime or after all of this.
I mean,
There's a lot of you, so
I could totally just like record an introduction video while I am live and throw it on Twitter.
okay, there's that, but I more or less also wanted the written one for the
Okay,
other
fine.
team members to know you.
Fine. I'll do it.
But for your introduction for the Twitter post, yeah, go for it. Sure.
Sure, I'll go ahead and do that. I was still
Doing well.
surprised, like, when I was so fun story. Me and Raz were driving back. I can't remember where. I think it was the card shop.
Mhm.
And she got the message from you about joining the Moonlit Yakuza team, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And then in my brain, I was just like, I could understand why Valk wouldn't send me the message. I cover some
What?
pretty heavy stuff on my channel. And then like I get home and I look at my Discord, I'm like, oh, I had a message too. Okay.
I'm not gonna forget you. I met her through you. That'd be
Well,
pretty rude.
well, no. So here's the thing: would it be rude under normal circumstances? True, but I also cover like really, really depressing stuff on my channel.
Okay, I'm a very depressed person anyways, so it's like, while your content may not be my cup of tea, right? Like you're still my friend. I still love you, okay? So while I'm not into politics and stuff like that, I'm like, sure, we'll probably have some things that we have in common. But while it doesn't have to be the same, I want diversity in the team anyways.
No, it has to all be say so gamers.
Oh, well,
Everybody.
then 99% of our team should not be on my team.
They have to all be say so gamer VTubers, and all have to have like Hololive esque idol models. Every one of them. It has to be the most clean, sanitized, corporate friendly team potentially.
Holy fuck, you like I'm a prude, but damn. Like I'm a huge prude, but I want to go that far. I'm not gonna be like those fucking teams and be like, no, you have to do this and only this. I'm not gonna dictate that stuff. Also, why is my I just realized why is my Fugi thing like backwards? Why is it flipped?
Oh, the Arara?
Yeah, why
Wait
is
a
it
minute.
Flipped.
Wait
Hold on,
a
the whole
minute.
thing. Yeah, no, the whole thing is flipped.
I think I know why. Hold on. Okay, so here's the thing. Everybody's Discord reactives are sometimes like facing different ways. So every now and again, I've had to do a horizontal flip for multiples.
Oh.
See, now you're just like looking away from
There
me
we go.
drinking coffee and looking back only when you speak, which I guess works too.
Look away and drink. Don't look at me.
We have to please the Puritans. Terror, do you mind, you horny ass cat? My cat Terror, like throughout the she literally went into heat right as the subathon started.
Oh.
So no matter what I've done, there has been a long stream of this cat just, Dad, can you please introduce me to the boys? Please. I would like...
Let me out!
Let me out. I would like the boys, please. I'm just like, no, and we're getting you fixed soon anyway, so no, this is going to end. This massive madness is going to end. Kayla says, speaking of RRs, okay, now I have to ask, we doing those live with no problems?
Sorry?
I had an RR redeem, but I don't want to make people uncomfortable, so I'm asking.
No, that's fine. I'm used to that. Don't worry. I do that myself, so.
Fair enough. Kay the Hun, thank you very much for redeeming your points for an you fucking monster.
Plus, I've had your stream open a ton of times. I'm just like, oh. Every time I'm just like, oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. I was like, oh, surprise.
It's K then Hun? Okay, that is infinitely harder for me to say. But I will manage. Walking Trash Can, thank you very much for redeeming your points for an
What did you say?
Oh, well.
K the nun? Nun?
K then Hun.
No, but what did you say?
K the Nun, I think? Or K the Hun. I think it was K the Hun. I think I forgot the end completely.
Yeah.
It was just like, aha, yes. K the Hun, cousin of Attila.
That's what I do. If there's like a name, there's just like an extra letter I don't know what to do with, I just ignore it.
That letter isn't in the canon pronunciation. Your name is now being pronounced by 4Kids Entertainment. We cut letters out if they're really inconvenient.
Yes. They're silent, sorry. They're silent now.
Oh my god, I'm having flashbacks to when I fucking... So my one of... I have 4 model artists, and my first one, Remixin, she's Polish, and she had me on her channel trying to pronounce Polish words. Now, I don't know if you've ever heard the Polish language.
No, but I'm pretty... I probably would have already said, no, I definitely can't do that one.
I want you to imagine, for a second, that a drunk man is gargling at you very violently.
I mean, come on. Okay, I watch Korean... Or I used to watch a lot of Korean dramas, right? But I can't stand... trying to speak it, I'm just like, what are these noises that you're making? Same with like Chinese. I honestly can't stand listening to Chinese. I'm sorry. My favorite language to listen to? Japanese. Easy. But I'm just like...
I learned through this that, one, I have a limit for how long I can hear words that sound like they're pronounced by Cthulhu. And as a result, one of Remixin's friends, when we were going to bring her on as a guest, she was like, hey, do you want me to bring up some Polish words for you to pronounce? And I'm just like, I can think of 1,000 reasons why not to do that. I would quicker just not have you on my channel than us do that.
Oh, no.
They're like, okay, fine, we'll do something else. I'm like, yes.
Oh my god.
Suris, can you say I'm not going to be pronouncing? I'm sorry, Threadsless. No, I don't. I have 107 hours to go. No.
Is that word pronounced as it's actually spelled? Because if it is, then it's a little easier.
I have no delusions that is the case. I have no delusions that is the case.
If it's not pronounced how it looks, then yeah, I have no fucking idea.
I will bet because my chat is visible for people who watch this like later on YouTube and stuff. I'm fairly certain somebody's gonna be like, Suris, you could have pronounced that. That would have been easy. And my answer to that is look up at that timer. We've been going for 5 days and 16 hours. Look down at that timer. We have minimum 107 hours to go. I have a finite number of spoons to dedicate to every stream.
Spoons?
What's up?
Spoons?
Oh, so in like mental health advocacy,
Yes.
Spoons basically translates to the amount of willpower you have to exert on a day before you're like you're
Oh,
too exhausted. It's also used for people who have like chronic pain. So they're
okay.
like they'll say, yeah, I have like 5 spoons today, and doing the dishes might be 1 spoon. And then
Okay,
like
that makes sense.
especially if you've got somebody with like antisocial personality disorder,
Mhm.
going out and talking with friends, like going out to eat with them, that might be 4 spoons. Like
Yeah, no, that's totally understandable.
they're just like they're spent at that point. That is one of the few things they have. It's called spoon theory. It's not like science. It's pure nomenclature. But it makes it it's very very easy to communicate mental health issues to other people who know about it when you just say spoons.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, it's pretty much that. Like I wake up and I've got a certain amount of energy, and it's why I haven't done any real political content during this stream, though I'm certainly going to have to soon, because I'm running out of episodes to upload on the main channel, which is not good. But it's fine. I prepped for 4 days of content. We are sitting here on day 6. Eve.
Okay, I'm taking a hiatus on my channel technically. I'm stockpiling videos and I still have to fucking record league content. Come
Yeah, yeah. I was surprised when I hopped over to your channel. Like you have
on.
some videos on there that have like done remarkably well, and then just
Yeah, that
like
was like last year and now just it's died and I don't understand what happened.
the algorithm was just like, haha, you thought?
Yeah, no, like the algorithm got me to my 10K, almost to 11K, and now it's just like I just lose followers every day. I was like, oh, like I was like, when was the last time I was like like my monthly thing was positive? Can't recall.
I mean,
To be fair, it's been like 2 months, but
to be fair though, like while the league content over on the channel might not be doing as well as it used to,
no,
you're you're
nothing is doing good.
I mean, your Twitch is doing well.
Oh, no, I mean like YouTube, like none of the content on my YouTube is doing well at all. Like I can't even get into like, over 100 views and I'm just like, I don't understand.
I don't understand the algorithm very well either, and I rely
Like I
on
kind of
it
want to give
for
up on
food.
it, but like I have, at least a small handful of dedicated people who do watch the videos. So I'm like, I'm not gonna stop. Like it sucks, but I mean, like maybe one day YouTube will love me again. I don't know.
One day it will. Also, Katini, thank you very much for reminding me. I do need to get the collab command actually set up correctly. One sec. Boop.
Also,
Is that?
speaking of like, huh?
Oh, go
Sorry.
on. Sorry.
Oh no, I was gonna say, speaking of like the mental health stuff, like I'm definitely an advocate of it too. But while I'm not, like completely educated on it, like I do it my way,
Yeah,
and my
that's
way is
something.
just listening to people's problems, offering my own advice, or rather just being there. Like I'm not a professional, of course, and I don't know all these theories and whatnots, but
Yeah, no, there's
I'm
nothing
there.
wrong with that. Like if your thing is you're there for people on an individual basis,
Hmm.
there's nothing wrong with that. Like what I do is I try to do, communication for it.
Yeah.
So it behooves me to know a handful of these things just on the back of my head, but you're not in the same position, and that's fine. Because it's not like you're sitting there in the middle of a debate room, with somebody
I hate
telling you,
debates.
with somebody trying to tell you, and them believing very very vehemently, um, literally a stoic version of sticks and stones,
Mhm.
and you just have to sit them and go, okay, am I really gonna have to explain fucking neuroplasticity to you for a
Oh.
second, just so you can understand that like mental damage done to the brain sticks? Is that what we're gonna have to do? Do we have to actually get into like the chemical makeup of PTSD for you to understand that mental health is real? Is that what we
Are
have
you
to
fucking
do?
serious?
Yeah,
Ooh. Has that happened?
that was the thing. That was the thing.
Oh my
Like,
god.
this was 2 years ago. It was a debate with
Yeah.
a libertarian named Michael Moreno, and
Okay.
he tried to legitimately hold the position that like there is no way to hurt somebody with words. It's impossible. And I'm just like, you actually don't know how the human brain works.
Has he never been hurt by words? Is it
I don't know. To
like
to be fair,
is he a robot? Does he
So
have emotions? Really?
he thinks he is. He thinks he
He
is.
thinks he is? I'm sorry, you're not people.
I just no. There's a I if you have time and effort and it's not your kind of content, I do not recommend it regardless. But the debate that I had with Michael Moreno, I can link it to you later if you so choose to actually hear
I
this
will
man say
get
these things.
really angry. So no, I believe
Understandable.
you. I believe you. I've dealt with people like that before too. Like maybe not as bad, but definitely varying. Just oh god, it baffles me how people can be sometimes. I'm just like,
It doesn't
we are
baffle
the
me
same species.
because I used to be that way.
Really?
It doesn't baffle me at all because I used to actually hold the position that like offense is only ever taken; it's not actually given. And then
okay.
like it had to be explained to me. They were like,
Hello,
okay,
Chronos.
how's it going, Kronos? It had to be explained to me that like, okay, has anybody ever said something to you that made you unreasonably angry? How much
That's
control?
like me all the time.
It is like, how much control did you have in that situation? It's like, well, I didn't punch them. They said, no. I didn't ask you how much control did you have over what you did to the person. I asked you how much control you had over your brain. And then it kind of clicked to me, and I'm like, I was like, oh, yeah, I couldn't unmad myself. I couldn't unangry myself. And they're like, yeah, because words have effects on people. Duh. If words didn't have effects on people, marketing wouldn't work.
And we probably wouldn't have war. I mean,
I mean, it would be very hard to convince thousands of people to literally march to their own death if words couldn't affect people. I mean,
right?
It would be literally impossible. But yeah, that was a thing. That was a thing. But this episode is less about me. People who are on my channel, they have there's literally 1,000 videos on my channel they can go look at if they want to hear about me in any way, shape, or form. More concern.
Yeah, I mean, I like the fact that I'm getting to know you better too.
I mean, that's fair, but at the same time,
because I think of you as a good friend. I don't know you that well.
It's one of those things like, pretty much anytime shit's hit the fan, I've tried to be in your DMs to help out, but we haven't actually sat down and just been like, okay, here's a cup of coffee, let's go.
And you know what? I'm totally up for these. My schedule is so sporadic, and I'm just like, I don't know. Because it's like shit pops up with family. Well, now now I have the puppy, and then it's also like, oh, depression. I don't want to get to bed. I don't want to get to bed. My body's like, no, you're still tired. Go back to bed. So I'm just like, I can't fucking plan shit. I'm just like screaming.
This is why I don't have a schedule. I've tried having a streaming schedule. I have failed repeatedly, and most of it.
I don't really have a schedule either.
And most of it kind of just comes down to depression says, hey, you started this bath, you should stay in it. You should stay in it for a long time. The world doesn't hurt you here. You're just like, oh, okay, that's reasonable.
I feel that one. I got you.
That's reasonable, brain. I will do that. In fact, also sleeping would be good. Just.
Have you played? Question, real quick. Do you have Borderlands?
Do I have what?
What Borderlands?
I do have Borderlands. I've only played like an hour of it.
Because I'm installing games in prep for the 30th. And I'm just like, there's Borderlands GOTY, and then there's Borderlands GOTY Enhanced. I'm like, wait, do I only download the GOTY Enhanced, or do I have to download both? I'm confused.
Let me see what version I have. I'm just curious.
I'm like, I don't understand. Which one do I do?
Okay, so I have both Game of the Year and Game of the Year Advanced, and apparently I have 2 and 3, and I didn't realize it.
Okay, only download the enhanced. Okay, thank you. Okay. Anyways,
so it's like, what we're talking about. I guess it's like BioShock. you don't want to download BioShock and then just like sit there on the remaster and go, not that one.
Oh.
I guess that makes sense.
It's so confusing.
Speaking of games, you reminded me, or you mentioned in our chat that eventually you're going to play the Resident Evil series.
Yeah, my friend bought it for me. He wants it. We just kind of finished. I should play the Resident Evil 7.
Mm-hmm.
But then now he wants me to play Resident Evil 1. But I'm just like, first of all, I'm really bad at like combat in games like these. I'm just like, it's gonna take me fucking forever. Like Alan Wake is taking me forever. Also along with the fact that it like crashes all the time. It doesn't help. But Oh, I was so mad. The last time I played it, like if I alt tab too much, then it like just doesn't respond. And it
Oh
takes forever to
dear.
close it. It's like I was able to close it, but the process itself was still open in my task manager, and I could not kill it.
I think
So I couldn't reopen it again. And the only way I could do it is if I restarted, and I wasn't gonna restart my computer because, you know, stream. So I was pissed.
you just explained in a way that I can now understand why Miss Lacuna's text-to-speech device has so many issues. Because if alt-tabbing repeatedly causes that many issues, and I know that's how she has to use hers sometimes...
Oh.
Yeah, nope.
That's
I see why
unfortunate.
it breaks now.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
makes sense.
It does.
No, when you so when you were like, oh, if you're getting lost, that doesn't bode well for me when I'm gonna play it. Like,
Yeah, I have no sense of direction, so
I
I'm
will
fucked.
I will at least say this. So for Resident Evil
Mm-hmm.
1, if you start
Yes.
the game, by the time you're halfway through, if somebody put a gun to
Uh-huh.
your head, you'll be able to draw a map of that mansion. There is that much backtracking.
Okay. Okay. You're overestimating me, though.
Hey, I'm bad at directions, and that terror, holy shit, that was loud.
Yeah, that was pretty loud. Are they
Jesus
okay?
Christ, she just walked in like, Dad, the male cat dick, it calls to me. It's like, no, it really doesn't, my dude. Please go. Yeah, everybody's like, I thought that was my cat. Like, every single video being recorded during the subathon, because it's not like with a regular stream where I can just be like, okay, I'm gonna prep everything, I'm gonna make sure that I can do my shit perfectly. No, this is all just like I'm on camera 24/7, basically. So this is just this is fun, but you know, I will say this: when it comes to that game, it does put you through the paces long enough to where you're like, okay, I kind of understand where everything is in this mansion now. The only reason that I even got lost was there was a room that I could have swore existed in the original version, and the specific room I was thinking about actually existed in the remake.
Oh shit, I didn't even download GTFO. Whoops.
Oops.
There we go.
So I was
Good
like,
thing I'm going
okay.
through my whole list.
So my cats have different voices, so I've been able to tell the meows are tell that the meows are terror. Oh yeah, like that. Of the cats we have that are not fixed, it is very easy to tell who's who. It is. It just
That's
takes
cute.
it just takes a little bit of time. But what all games do you play over on your channel for people who are on my end and are not terribly familiar?
I'd have to say my main game is probably Apex. League I usually stream on my alt account. Aside from like Apex though, I'm kind of forced to play horror games, so like Phasmophobia and Silence. I have to get back into playing 1010, which is like I think Tetris, but like not blocks falling. You can just place them. That's kind of my like calming, just chatting game, and I haven't done it in a while, so I do need to do that again.
You
This is a mobile game.
When you say forced to play horror games, how are you forced to play them?
Okay, well, one, like, you know, sub or big goals, and then also I just have a straight up price tag on them if people really want me to play it. And I have them unreasonably priced because I don't want to play them, but some people are also unreasonable, so they do it.
Understandable. I have one of the terrible anime words that people try to make me say, locked behind 50,001 channel points.
Nice.
And yet, I have been made to say them many times.
Yeah.
They're just like, oh, an impossible goal, you say?
I know.
That sounds like a challenge.
Yeah. I literally have to be so careful what I say or else you're gonna fucking do it. I'm like, ah, crap.
I've had that happen.
I didn't mean it. I'm sorry. It's like, oh, nope, too late. You said it.
I had to wrestle my chat away from like making me free art for a thumbnail because I'm just like, no, guys, no, stop, please stop. Because like, so once I'm done with the first Resident Evil game, I'm gonna like hit the record button and give my opinions on it and throw that up as a video.
Hmm.
Just like, hey, I just finished this game again. I want to see like how it held up. Is it still a good game like it was back then, or is there just really better out there that you should be playing instead? And I was like, I kind of want to get a version of my character that is dressed up like Jill Valentine. And like at least 3 people in chat piped up like, we could draw that, we could do it for free. And I'm like, no, stop, do not offer art for free. Stop it, please stop.
No, it's okay. Sorry, Mom came in.
Understandable.
Back.
Understandable.
Go back to bed. Go. Sleep. Sleep. Did you have fun playing down there? Are you tired now? Say yes. Oh, I love her so much.
Little puppy.
Yeah,
The best puppy.
she is. We might get another one, and I'm hoping we do. But we'll see.
I'm gonna be honest, I find that it is... There's a lot of things you gain when you have 2 dogs instead of 1. It's one of the biggest...
We have 2 dogs. We do have one who's much, he's full grown basically.
Okay.
But they introduced them to each other, I think, yesterday. It didn't really go well. So because our first dog Power wants to be an asshole, well, he doesn't get to come inside anymore.
Ah, that sucks.
He didn't like Envy. He was trying to pee on her and stuff. So
I
yeah.
mark this little dog as my territory.
Yep.
This dog is screwed.
Yeah, so he's not gonna be able to come inside anymore. Poor thing.
You know, Growlithe and Chip got along. We actually, so we adopted Chip from a family whose their son developed a severe allergy to dogs, and therefore they couldn't keep Chip anymore. So we were like, okay, fine, we'll take him. Growlithe needs a friend anyway, so let's go ahead and get Chip. And we introduced them by having them deliver Chip to us at a dog park. So we got to actually see how Chip deals with other dogs, how Chip dealt with Growlithe, and more importantly, we got to see how the original owners interacted around other dogs as well. So we knew, are we dealing with somebody who's a good dog owner, or are we dealing with somebody who's like was actually a problem and just kind of gave us a fucky excuse for when to get rid of a dog? Like, which one do we have here?
Okay.
But we did get to see them together, and now Growlithe and Chip are, I think, actually, no, I thought that they would be laying on the couch right now, but they're not. I have a couch in my office just so they can lay down over there.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, there are 3 couches in this house, and not one of them is ours technically. They are definitely the dog's first and foremost.
Yeah, well, we kind of I wouldn't say rescue, but we were given Power because the people he was with didn't take care of him. So we got him full grown. And apparently when my uncle had him, so my uncle, he's a Frenchie and Shorty Bull breeder. And the reason why he gave us Envy is so that we can also, he can bring us into the business to help us out. Because we needed some extra money as a family to pay off the house that we got. So we're gonna be breeding Frenchies. He said that Power is just an asshole to other dogs in general, because when he was at my uncle's house, he would pee deliberately in their water and food bowls.
Oh Jesus!
And, yeah, I'm just like, wow, that really is so rude. So he just doesn't like anybody. He's a sweetheart to people, at least. So
that's the thing that happens to some dogs, though, is that they see people as their source of food and their source of love, and those are 2 of the biggest things for them. Like, am I fed and am I happy? Yes, yes, okay, cool. But then they see other dogs and they go, okay, but those are competition.
I feel like that might be the case. Yeah.
That's a lot of times that's why they get territorial. That's why they get what is the word for it? There's a word for it when they fight over food specifically. Where if another dog comes to eat while they're actually in the middle of eating, instead of scooting to the side and going, okay, the bowl's big enough for the two of us. Food aggression, that's the word for it. They'll get food aggressive. And that's the thing that you really have to look out for. And it's one of the reasons why, like, when we got Chip, what we did is we put the bowl between Growlithe and Chip, and then just as they were eating together, we would just give them, like, constant petting, constant reassurance. Like, hey, eating together's a good thing, both of you.
Their age difference and their size is pretty hard, I think, so...
Yeah, I'd imagine that a lot of that factors in.
Yeah, so that would be kind of hard to do it like that method, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
But which is why I really hope we get that other puppy, so that we can actually raise them together. We'll probably find out if we're getting it in like the next month and a half to 2 months.
Well,
if you have to wait till they're like 6 weeks.
If you do end up getting it, definitely send me pictures.
Oh, for sure. Oh my god, for sure. You're gonna. She's so cute. They're so cute. I have to brag about them. I would post them all on Twitter all the time. Like, I have a hashtag for her too. So. And Yakuza.
Elena Wispangle Shipper, thank you very much for redeeming your points for an ada. You fucking degenerate. But well, they're a double degenerate because they're a Wispangle Shipper, and that's. I mean, I approve, but also, so in the IDW run that's going on right now for the Sonic the Hedgehog series, there's 2 comic exclusive characters that have been introduced, Tangle and Whisper, and they've been all but confirmed by the creators to be lesbian lovers. They are as lesbian lover as Sega will allow them to make them, and they're fucking adorable.
That's cute.
Yeah, it's the only thing that sucks is that because it's a video game franchise made into a comic, Sega's really iffy about like any relationship. So it's not like it's not a thing where like they go, okay, it's gay, so it's bad. It's a thing where they go, we don't want our characters dating for any of them. So like Sonic's not able to date anybody, Shadow's not able to date anybody, but like you keep on seeing like they put obvious relationships up there anyway. So I hope at some point that they'll relax that, because I actually want to see those 2 characters get together in the in the comic. I would like to see it. Well, because like their dynamic is like Whisper is this like ex-mercenary who's really traumatized because like her unit died. And, like, she's got a lot of baggage, but she's not a bad person. And then, like, Tangle is this, like, back-home country girl, almost, who's never been on an adventure up until she met Sonic. And has, like, no trauma whatsoever, and she's just the most positive being in the entire world. So, like, you'll see Whisper start to, like, fall into a depression, and then Tangle just, like, runs up and grabs her and goes, "We're going out for coffee now!" It's like the most wholesome thing. But so aren't there games where Sonic or Shadow have love interests? Technically, if you want to count Sonic 06, where Sonic and a 16-year-old human female kind of had a relationship that the writers didn't know what they wanted to do with. I mean, that's as close as we've gotten. That's as close as we've gotten. But, you know, that's that. Anybody who likes, if anybody's watching this later, if you like Sonic stuff and you haven't read the IDW comics, please do. They're cute. They're good. Including the whole zombie apocalypse arc that happened in the second story. That was weird. So what about Amy? They won't even allow Sonic to date Amy, Lunar Muse. They flat out won't. Like, through all of the so a bit of history in when Sega was not keeping their foot down on the Archie comics, all of their characters were allowed to date, and those comics got awkwardly horny at times because of the amount of relationships they were allowed to write. Sega, when they started putting their mandates through, they did not want that happening again, so they've literally put in mandates now that their characters can't date because they don't want that happening again, which, you know, creates problems later. Kronos, the character death from Amy is like, or the character depth from Amy is good, but at the same time, they've lifted it all from Sally. They lifted it from characters they deleted from the old canon. So it's like, I'm happy that it's there, but I'm also kind of sad that it's just taken from other deleted characters. But yeah, anyway, off the topic of weird Sonic the Hedgehog shipping. How are you doing, Valk?
I think that was definitely a verse for me.
Oh, I have a whole podcast I do with 3 other people where we just talk about Sonic on Fridays. So
Really?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've got 3 channels on YouTube. The main one where I talk about politics, Nekosurus where I talk about games, and then the Sunset City podcast, which I have 1/4 ownership of with the other 3 YouTubers.
Very nice.
And that's where we talk about Sonic. And just Sonic.
That's pretty awesome.
It is like it was like the one outlet where I was like, I want to talk about this thing, but it keeps bleeding into my political videos, and the way it bleeds into my political videos is really strange. So I was just like, fine. Wait, Elena, you said it. Wait, Elena, with that name, you seriously didn't know about Sunset City? Look it up on YouTube. If you have that name and you did not know that I do a Sonic podcast where we talk about this shit, I'm very confused how you found me. But you know, that is those are all the projects that I'm involved in, besides torturing myself here live on Twitch in front of a bunch of people. Speaking of that, though, I did submit my application in for partner again.
Ooh, good luck. I believe in you. Oh, also, have you heard of that Join Throne wishlist thing?
No, I haven't.
Well, have you heard of Stream Gifts?
Stream gifts? No.
Yes. Well, it's basically it's this site that helps be that, that middleman between you and the person who wants to gift you something, like from Amazon.
Okay.
And this one's new. I got in thanks to Lyra. If you want me to invite you, I can. That way you can skip the wait list and stuff.
What would be the... So, it's not that I'm saying no. That sounds interesting. But what I'm curious about is what's the functional difference between that and just having a wish list?
So, there's no, like, I guess none of your information is seen from the other person, I guess.
Still weird, because, like, you can set up a wish list to where it doesn't show that anyway.
I don't know.
Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Are people able to send you things just, like... things that aren't on wish lists they can send you?
I think they can suggest gifts, and then you just have to, like, I guess, accept or reject it.
Okay.
So if you accept it, then it'll be added to the wish list, and then the fan will be notified, and then they can buy it for you.
Oh, and also, now that I'm looking at the link that you just sent me, the user interface for this looks really clean, too.
Yeah, it's actually really nice. I have no idea what the stream gifts one look like, because, I mean, well, they basically, like, don't do anything anymore.
Hi, honey.
What?
Raz is being a troll. All this will end up in the recorded VOD.
Yeah, serious. I don't know how I got partnered before you, because you are able to pull in your audience on your own, unlike me.
It would be Valks.
I mean, understandable.
What happened?
Raz was saying if there's any VOD she's gonna fuck up, it's gonna be the one with you in it.
And that's only because Valk is white.
Aww. Love you. You're cute.
Raz, you're gay as fark.
Okay, listen. You've seen pictures of Yakuza Mom?
Okay.
They're cute.
I wish I was as cute as her IRL. Fuck.
End of the line.
Okay.
That's a face I would stuff with Val.
Jesus Christ. What have I done? What have I done?
But yeah, if you want to look into it more, and if you let me know if you want, to use it, let me know.
I might as well give it a shot.
3 invites.
I might as well give it a shot, because, like, it's...
Yeah.
while I know that like a wish list works perfectly fine, the user interface for this looks really clean. And based on what I know about like marketing and stuff, that's super important to even making anything happen. So
Yeah. Plus, that buy all option's kind of nice, and it's just like, I guess on the off chance that I guess Amazon fucks up, right?
I see you've got a 7-piece metal dice in here. This makes me assume you play.
I don't
D&D.
have. I want to, but I also just like collecting dice.
Fair enough. Oh, and you've got the Mimikyu plushes on here.
Yeah, my fucking friend sent them to me, and I'm so salty. I'm just like, why have you done this to me?
I actually have the Vaporeon one.
Oh, you do?
I have the Vaporeon Mimikyu plush.
I wanted to put all of them on there, but I'm just like, it's too much. So I picked 2.
Yeah. Raz has the Sylveon one. I have the Vaporeon one.
Mm-hmm.
Because,
and then the little elephants for Envy.
Yeah.
I gotta look through it and find more like more dog toys for it.
Dren says, a fellow dice goblin. Now
Yes.
Fun thing, the last time we were playing, so we've had to skip D&D because of the subathon, which kind of sucks. But the last time we were playing D&D, we had a friend brought in who it was their first time, so they don't have dice or anything. When I go to play Magic, I have a toolbox, and this is what I keep all of my decks in. And there's a compartment in there that's just giant compartment filled with sets of dice. So I was just like, here, have a free set of dice. Here you go. I have many rolling clicky clacks.
I love it.
But I would definitely say if you haven't played D&D before, you should definitely give it a shot. It's fun.
I've played a few times, but they were all basically like 1 sessions because like people fucking bailed. And it pisses me off. Because like my first experience with it was he offered DM. We had 1 session. It was super fun. And then he kind of just became an utter total asshole. Like as a person. Yeah, he just became a fucking asshole of a person. I met him IRL too. But then after that, he kind of just became a total dick. He bailed on the campaign. He left like he left my servers and stuff. And then just he snapped at my wife, my fiance for no fucking reason and never apologized. So I was pissed about it.
Jesus.
And at that point, I was just like, I'm not friends with you, dude. You don't give me you guys, I love you too so much, blah, 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 and then be a complete dick for no reason, and then never apologize. And make like everything's fine. Like, no, that doesn't sit well with me.
Yeah, no. That feels whiplashy as shit. That's like a thing that I don't want to prescribe anything to them, but it sounds like something that abusive people generally do. Where they just like...
And it's funny, he works with like mental, like I think they're, I want to say he's a nurse for something, like I'm pretty sure they're like people in prison, but also like suffer from like mental health things. He's supposed to work with them, from what I understand.
And
so I'm just like,
this
they do really bullshit things. I'm just like, what?
That is,
yeah, I don't know,
very weird.
Like, if you were too busy or like something came up, like at least tell me that you can't do it anymore. Don't just fucking dip without it, explaining. But it's okay. Like, I'm honestly not friends with anybody in that group anymore because they're all dicks.
Like, that's again, it's super weird. I've noticed that a few times though, where there's like people who work in fields that very, very, very obviously require them to have a certain amount of like, I guess, cordiality, and then it's just like, but suddenly if they're not at work, they're just like, nah, man, I'm just a dick all the time. I'm like, okay, why? I don't know why. Just people shouldn't be dicks.
They really should not. My friend says this. He's like, dicks fuck people's lives up. So I'm an asshole, but not a dick. And I'm like, you know what? I guess so. That's a really literal thing, but sure. I mean, I get where you're from.
It's not untrue.
Yeah, it's not.
In a lot of ways. Hold on. Sending an example video to one of the guests who's coming on later. just so that that is there and available for them. But, you know, it's a Dren says they're a DM in training and they're trying their best to avoid those bad traits. You don't want to be a bad DM. Well, yeah, because like but see, those aren't even like bad DM traits. Those are
It's just a bad person.
yeah, those are just
trait.
bad person traits. Like it's literally those are things that you can avoid even if you're not a D&D player or a dungeon
my God.
master. What's up?
No, what they said.
I said I'm a bitch and not just because I'm a furry.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But like, I don't know. I've just had really bad experiences with D&D, but like I still want to play. Once my friend, like, I think once he can get better internet and he's like all moved in and stuff, he's gonna start planning our D&D sessions and he's gonna DM it. So, and I know he's good for it, so I'm pretty excited for that. I just don't know
Gotcha.
how I'm gonna make it work in my schedule.
Senecies, thank you very much for redeeming your points for an fucking monster. Yeah, no, I feel really bad for my D&D play group right now because like it's that thing where like if the subathon goes badly, I get to go play in D&D and that's cool. But if the subathon goes well, I'm not playing D&D for a little bit. I'm stuck here because we actually like we meet up physically, so it's not like I can just go there with my not laptop and just go, yeah, we're gonna play D&D now. It's just not gonna work. It's a D&D session. No. I also have a huge problem where D&D is concerned. It's not that I don't like the game. I do like it. It's why I play it. But I cannot just sit there and wait for other people's turns. I can't. I have to be doing something to distract myself in the meantime, else I get a migraine. And I don't know what it is. Raz says that she thinks that that's a symptom of ADHD, where like if you're not constantly engaged in something, you just start to feel physical pain. But I don't know. So that sucks. But I do hope at some point you do get a session that is not layered with drama.
Yeah, I hope so too. I like to get through like, you know, just at least one whole campaign in my lifetime.
Ah, yes, that is a dilemma that many D&D players have, even ones who've been playing for years. They too would like to get through one whole campaign. Then there are DMs that make forever campaigns, where it's just like, aha, you're level 20, you have the power of gods. We're continuing forward. 4-player cap can help that. Even with a 4-player cap, the issue can be the amount of players. One of the biggest issues for me though is D&D is a game where you should be allowed to roleplay, and I should not, as a player, stop you from roleplaying. But there's a type of D&D player who roleplays a lot. And when they do that, it takes a very long time to get to other players' turns. And it would be very rude for me to stop them. So I just wait. And wait. And this is the reason why when I played D&D on Roll20, I got a lot of levels on my World of Warcraft character. It helped a lot. Did your group actually got to finish Lost Mines of Fendelver? Okay, Lost Mines is a module. That doesn't count. Lost Mines is built to be beaten in a couple of days. So you wouldn't like... Wait, continue. How does your roommate DM? Because if your roommate DMs in a way that says that I can't distract myself, then I'm just going to look at your roommate and go, all right, how about you not? And I'll just leave the campaign. I'm sorry. If a DM will not allow me to make accommodations for how my brain works, then they don't need to be my DM. That's how that works. So there's a great tip I saw where you have a player make a death saving throw, them having to say a memory that flashes in their head as they're dying. I mean, that's cool. He pontificates a lot. Okay, but if he's the DM though, he's allowed to pontificate. Like that's a DM's job. My problem isn't the DM pontificating. My problem is the individual players doing so. And again, it's not a problem where, like, I don't want them doing it. It's a problem where I go, I want them to be able to do it, so I'm going to adjust myself so the other players in my group can do it. 20 minutes of him having conversations between... Oh, he has conversations with himself. Never mind. No, I'm never doing a campaign with your roommate, Katini. Never mind. No. I'm okay with like them pontificating as in they're like narrating for you and stuff like that. I'm okay with them like, you come to a town and there's a screeching noble in the square. Like, I'm okay with that. But if they're having the conversations between the NPCs, then why the fuck am I here? You're just telling me a story now. We're not playing a game anymore. Get this cutscene out of my Dungeons and Dragons game. Jeebus. Also, for everybody who is here, remember, please hit the collab command if you haven't already, so you can go and follow Valk over on their channel. Please do so.
Google?
What? Is
I said
Google?
thank you.
Oh, okay. It sounded like you said, what, Google? Just, like, Google just breaks. No, but
Google,
it does make a question. So you do have, from what I understand, you have another model in the works, right?
Oh, I have so many. So many.
We have the same problems. I'm sorry. It's an expensive
How many
problem
models
to
do you
have.
Yes, it is.
Let's see here. I'm using the fall model right now from Remixin. I've got the regular base model, which has gone through 3 revisions over its time that I've had it, because it began as a half body and slowly built up. I've got the Virgin Killer sweater model that was just finished by Salem the other day. That's the one where I can turn the glasses on and off, and I can like do the anime villain shine with them. That's fun. There's going to be an original outfit version of that model as well, because that model has a 90s aesthetic to it that I want to see what translates there. I have in 2D space still, I have the slime model. And then I've got the witch slime model that has the slime tail fluffed up into a broom and has a witch hat on. I've got, in 3D space, I've got the original outfit model, of course. I've got the French maid model that was done as a joke and then was sent to me as a file for me to use. And then I was like, okay, cool. Well, this began funny, and now I guess I'm just using it for content. It has the beach bikini model that was done by Bon Bon Berry. And I also have the Halloween witch, 2 versions of the Halloween witch model. The regular version, which is very say-so, and then a bunch of people submitted fan art, especially Glovenex, of that version of that character model, but with side boob. And Bon Bon was like, I mean, I can do side boob, and then sent me a side boob model. So there's that as well, and that is, I think. Oh wait, no. There's also a chibi model that I do not use. That was gifted to me by Salem. It's the reason why I commissioned the live 2D model from Salem later. I was like, okay, you gifted me a model. I don't want to use something I haven't paid for, so I'm going to pay for a model from you.
Very nice.
So I have that model, but I don't use that one because a lot of times people sexualize my character, and I'm okay with that, but I don't want them to do that to a chibi version of my character. That feels very close to weird things.
Yeah.
And then there...
Okay, wait. So how many is that in total?
Oh god, I think I'm at 12 right now. Dear God.
So you might actually compete with me in models, because currently I have 8 that are done. 8 that are done. But I also still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Let me see here.
7 like, regular style live 2D models that need to be rigged. I have 3 more outfits, just like the designs still need to get done. And then I have... Fuck, hold on. And then I have...
Yes, Hirosakura, I did mention slime models.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I have 6 more chibis in the works as well.
Also, Lotzi Low just popped in. We talking models? It's because Lotzi does their own models in Blender.
And I have... Oh, nice. And I think I have 1 3D model in the works. I have no idea when that's going to be done either. I technically have... I have 2 3D currently. I don't use them.
I've never seen your 3D models.
One was a gift and one was made just by somebody I knew, and they never really made one before, so that's a little wonky. So cute though. And let me see. There's so many; it's so hard to keep track of. Oh, and then I still need to get my alternate character because I will be doing. I will be getting that done as a goal later on next year, probably sometime. Unless I can get a slot from this person I found today, if I can, submit the application and get accepted, then I'll do it earlier.
Okay.
I'll be doing my Hammerhead Shark to help me work on a different voice. And then I also have, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and another 6 scuffed model. Oh, 7 scuffed models coming too. So, oh, never mind. I kind of, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm sitting at 12. Yeah, I'm sitting at 12 completed. You're sitting at 8 completed. But you've got more projects in the work than I do.
Yeah, I have so many.
Because I've got
and then once the...
Oh, go on, sorry.
I was gonna say, and then once the other, 3 models that are technically already funded get done, then I'm gonna get, multiple models of those, because, the chibis and the scuffed and so on. And, oh, jeez, yeah.
Right now, I need to get a Christmas model made. That's going to be a 3D one. I've got the original outfit for the 90s model that has the Virgin Killer sweater on it right now that needs to be made. There's one that I want Remixin to do, but Remixin is she's constantly bogged down with other orders. So it's if I can get a model from her ever, it is an act of God that allowed that to happen.
I know that feeling.
And it sucks.
That's how I feel with Daya. She is my dream model artist in Rigor, and I want her to do my dragon form, my dragon inspired one, which I don't have the design for yet, but I do want to. But I can't even imagine how much it's gonna fucking cost me.
Yeah, I want to send more money over to Remixin specifically because they're my first live 2D artist. So there's a certain amount of just, hey, I want to throw more money at you for what you do. I just can't because she doesn't have the commission slots open.
Yeah.
But I know that the next model that I'm getting from her is going to be a Vaporeon 1Z model.
Oh, yes. Here. This is the artist that I found today. That is actually not they're much more expensive than my original model artist. But it's I wanted to do something a bit bigger for this one. So this is their prices. And apparently they also rig, but I have not seen examples of their rigging. Because it says down there that they're rigging samples by somebody else and not, unless that was their old name and they just didn't change it. I'm confused. But I want to get them, and here, let me show you the character that I'm gonna be getting.
Yeah, I know that that's one of the big things is I generally don't like getting a model that is not drawn and rigged by the same person, because when
I'm used to that.
It just, I feel
it's a hassle,
there's,
but
not only is it a hassle, but there's that looks really badass.
Yeah. So, that kind of my Ada voice that I have.
Yeah.
Or and also as people call it, is my mom voice. That's the voice I'm gonna be using with her. So, to help train me to be able to switch between the two. They're not huge differences, but different enough. My community has said so. Yeah.
I know that I think my only issue with getting a model that's done by one person and rigged by another is sometimes I think that there's art that's made on a model specifically because they want to rig it a certain way. For my let me switch, not on this model, but if I switch over to the VKS model real quick, there's a thing on it specifically that I know Salem did because Salem knew that they could rig it a certain way. If you look at the tail as it is going back and forth, The hammer bangle on the tail is constantly like almost rotating, like not quite because it's obviously 2D, but it's like rotating back and forth a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
And that's a thing that Salem did because they knew that they could make the hammer do that. They could do it. That not to mention the actual rotation on the model, the amount that this can go side to side is kind of nuts to me compared to like most other live 2Ds that I'm used to seeing. And
Yeah,
again,
that's pretty neat.
And that was another thing that was like specifically done by Salem because Salem knew that they could make that come out right. And that's one of the reasons that like I kind of prefer when I can help it to get a model art and rigging done by the same person, because they know that when they're doing their art, there's certain limitations that they're going to be working around based on what they can and can't do, and they can make that look good.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Not to mention, it makes it really easy to commission upgrades when I'm just like, I threw the live 2D glasses, like one of the assets from Booth, on my character once just for fun, and then I just kept them on, and I was like, hey Salem, how much would it cost me to get glasses on my character and rig some expressions with them? Eventually. Randaful, thank you very much for redeeming your points for an you fucking monster. And now I'm just going to put the glasses on because we're here and I'm using the model anyway. Said Librarian Suris. Oh my god. I'm worried about how far I can go from my original character design before it's like unrecognizable as my original designs anymore. But I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
I mean, you've seen mine.
Oh, I have. Well, your design is generally pretty consistent between them, especially in coloration for the most part.
Yeah. Oh, here. Here. This is a little sneak peek I haven't posted. I've shown them on stream like a few times, but like I haven't posted it to Twitter yet.
And are you okay with me throwing it behind you on the stream here?
Yeah, fuck it, yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. And
If they'll send.
Discord's all like, you wanted bandwidth? Nope. Bandwidth requires more money. Oh, I see the loading.
Go.
There we go. Okay, see, that's adorable. Hold on, let me pull... So just Angel and Demon Mom?
Yep.
Hold
I'll
on.
be having chibi models for those next year.
Let me go ahead and pull you over here so that people can see on the screen. Yeah. Angel Mom, Demon Mom. Honestly, those are really fucking cool. Like the demon mom looks badass, and the angel one just looks cute.
Cute.
Woo. I have to ask, for those designs, are you sending like a set of parameters to somebody to draw, or are those ones that you're actually working on yourself as far as like the artwork?
I can't draw. So
can't draw?
basically, I give them, like, I try to find refs, like picture references, and if I can't do that, I make the description as detailed as possible.
Gotcha. Okay, so that makes sense.
So this one actually was I've never like commissioned them before until now, but like I'm actually really happy with how it worked out. So because usually I just stick to a certain like 2 people when it comes to like new outfit designs.
Yeah,
but she'll probably be a 3rd person now.
that's actually one of
nicely.
that actually that kind of mirrors a little bit the selection process for one of my artists. So the one who did my slime model, Suzu, is also the one who did my channel logo.
Good morning, Birkin.
And the reason that I specifically commissioned Suzu to do the channel logo is because I found out that they had been watching my content for like years before I ever became a VTuber. So like they were they were super familiar with like the progression of my channel over the course of time that I'd done stuff. So then I was like, okay, awesome. Well, if there's anybody that I want to do my logo, then it's somebody who's familiar with the aesthetic aspects of my channel. Like that's like I don't have to explain a whole lot to you. I can just be like, hey, if you had a chance to do my logo, what would it be? Okay, it would be this. Cool. How much money do I have to throw in your pocket? Like that is
I
the
get
whole
that, yeah.
that is the whole reason that I did that, because I'm just like, I'll. It's also why I want to stick to the just like the set of artists that I have now, because it's a combination of ones that like have been doing my art for a while now. Or, Raz, are you okay?
Yeah, what was that?
Yeah, what's going on?
Come on. Come on.
Why do you sound like you're going insane?
What's up, boys? What's up, boys?
Oh, are you just... It's dogs. It's all dogs. They're all dogs. Hello, Chip. Hi, baby. Hi, Growlithe. You as well. Oh, dear.
Oh my god, those models are hot.
Honey, just click on the thing behind.
Oh, damn. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Also,
I refrain from making too
those
many
six
potentially
scuffed
uncomfortable
those
comments
six
for
scuffed chibis that I'm getting now. I
Mhm.
literally just fucking I just got them now.
Oh.
Just put in the order.
Oh, gee.
That was quick. I was sold. And they're so sweet. They're doing 6 of my outfits and like some toggles, and they were only gonna charge me like $70. I'm like, no, I'm gonna give you like 100. Like I want to give you more, but this was an unforeseen expense, so I can't right now. But like, what the fuck?
That's what you end up doing. You end up saying, okay, I can't pay you more right now, but I'll pay you a tip later, type of deal.
Yeah, exactly. Like for all my artists, like once I am financially stable enough, I'm gonna go back and like fucking, repay all of them.
Like that's what
Like
I
I
did.
feel bad that I can't.
That's what I did with Bonbon. I found Bonbon on Fiverr, and then like as we got to know each other, I was like, okay, I don't want to pay you your Fiverr prices. I want to pay you more. So, like,
Yeah.
then when
Like
Fiverr,
I feel bad.
when Fiverr was like,
I
hey,
was
do
like-
you want to pay a tip? I was like, no, but I'll do it directly via PayPal later.
Yeah, but they're all the fucking Fiverr notes is like you can't ask for outside payment. You have to do it through the site or you're gonna get banned. I'm like, oh, wow, fuck you guys.
Yeah, see, what I've found is that there's a lot of artists that you'll get in contact with them on Fiverr, and then they'll go, okay, message me on Twitter. Because then they don't have to deal with the Fiverr fees.
Yeah, from what I understand though, is that I'm pretty sure in the Fiverr TOS is like you can't tell them to do that. Or some shit. It's really dumb.
No.
And I was like, wow.
Fuck Fiverr.
So you guys
then.
can't even like, yeah. I do
Yeah.
use Fiverr sometimes, but it does kind of suck.
If there's something that I need that I know that I cannot find within my current pool of like people who I commission for stuff, that's when
Yeah.
I'll go to do it. Like I found Remixin.
Yeah, that's when
and-
I'll go to Fiverr when I'm just like
Yeah.
looking for.
Like I found Remixin on Fiverr before we became friends. I found Bonbon on Fiverr before we became friends. But like Suzu and Salem, who do my other models, they were people who watched my channel previously and became artists for the channel through like Salem put up fan art, and I just like started hiring them to do shit from the fan art they posted. And Suzu, I didn't even know that they watched my channel. I found their commission info on Twitter, sent them a message and was like, hey, I would like these things. What prices are they for those things? And then it was after the fact that I found out that they watched my channel. I was like, oh, okay, well, cool. That makes it even easier for me to commission you.
Yeah.
Life's easy now. Yeah, Sienna says they can at least understand where well, of course, Fiverr's trying to protect their business. That's what they're trying to do. Because because they don't want to be the middleman for marketing without them getting their cut. That's functionally what's happening there. So I understand why they're doing it. It doesn't make it not a dumb rule. It just makes it a rule that's understandable. And it's just kind of how that works.
Mm-hmm.
Let me pop over here.
I'm super excited though. I find like the doll chibi models that I had, like all of it's finally like officially finished. All the edits have been, all the kinks have been fixed and all that. So I'm super excited. I'll be debuting them on 30th. So, so excited. They're so cute. I love them.
I'll be looking forward to those debut streams. I know it was weird the first time that I hopped on one of your streams and I saw the Gremlin model for the first time.
It's funny that you say that because I literally just opened VTube Studio to get a riff for my emote artist to send to her of the Gremlin one. So like that timing was impeccable.
Freaking, the only person I've seen with a model that looks like that one, or I've seen two people with a model that looks like that one. I've seen Lazilo, I think, has one that's like that as well, and I think Skycam has one like that.
Claudia has done a lot, but I know that she's not actually taking any more.
Yeah. I know that I think when Skycam uses it, it's mainly for like a reactive PNG for the most part. But it still looks cool.
Redeem channel points for it.
They redeem channel points to make you go into the Gremlin mode.
Yeah.
I attempted doing that. What I wanted to do is I wanted to make my slime model something that you only get if we got a hype train. So it's like my character died and got isekai'd into got reincarnated into a slime by the hype train. The hype train killed them. But then I realized that if I did that, I would do every stream as a slime, because people would just be like, okay, the stream began, hype train, now it's a slime stream. I was like, okay. Not doing that. I'll
I
pick and choose when I want.
I do 50,000 channel points to change models, but I have it on a timer for like 3 hours. Before I switch back.
Yeah, mine.
And then for... Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I do mine on just like a random rotation because I don't want to accidentally spend... I don't want to end up spending so much time with one model that like one of my artists sends me a message and goes, hey, are we okay?
Yeah. That's fair. But like, the 30th, I have it on a wheel for all like the new models, along with some like other like channel point stuff for free on that wheel. So I this is a new thing, so I'm kind of excited to see how it works and if it works or not.
Well, I guess you will have to see.
Mm-hmm.
Loki pointed out 50k is the price of work. True, that's the price it costs to make me say those terrible words here. That's exactly the price it costs.
Which one, the Arara?
No. Ara's 1,000.
Okay, hold on. I need to go see.
Oh dear. You'll notice a price discrepancy there too.
Oh, well. Yeah, I gave in and I made a redeem for it. And it's actually pretty cheap.
I have Owo set to 500 because that is the team I chose, and then the other one set to 50,000 because that is the evil team. God damn it, Hellbound Hillbilly! And it was at that point that he decided to redeem 50,000 to end 1 channel points for an...
Yeah. Oh, well. I saw.
Okay. Sentient Bean, thank you very much for giving me tongue bleach in the form of... Oh, well. Jesus.
Yeah, I can't say I completely understand the differences between all of them, but whatever.
It's just a meme that, like, they hate each other. Even, like, in Splatoon, if you've ever played that. One of the Splatfests was Owo versus the other one as well.
Oh, really? Is that where it started from? Or I thought they were just, like
I don't know if that...
expressions with, like, the eyes.
I don't know if that's where it started from, but I do know that that was the first time that I saw the, like, the versus thing between the two, putting them on different teams. Yeah, and so I thought it started in the anime community. Well, yes, but the anime community is a very broad and vacuous space. It's usually better to figure out, like, where specifically, like the obsession with drilling things in the anime community can be traced back to Gainax Studios. So, like, where this one came from is something that we need to see. I'm actually gonna look that up now. I'm gonna do that as like one of the last things we do here. Hold on.
Why not? You know what? Good question. But how would you say it though? How would you pronounce it? These ones you can make sounds with.
True. Let's see here. They're classified as cringe and the Oh, I think I know where a lot of this originated from. Gacha Life.
Gacha Life? I've never heard.
It was an old, like, think Gaia Online, but not kind of deal.
I don't really know what Gaia Online is, to be honest. I never played it or got into it, or I always heard of it, but never like. Yeah.
Let's see here. People are saying online role-playing talk for the most part. A lot of it came up on Gacha Life. But the verses, though, I want to know where the verses came from. How did we get... Why this versus this, internet? That's what I want to know. And of course, the only image that I see is the one from Splatoon, again. Yeah, it's just... I think the war is a Splatoon thing. It can't be, though. That can't be the...
Everything's Splatoon.
I can't... Everything can't be a Squid Game. They can't.
Everything will be a Squid Game.
And then what is this one? What year was this posted? 2 years ago? So maybe... Okay, this is the thing. For anybody who's watched this all the way through and happens to be over on... Who happens to be over on YouTube. I need to know from all of y'all, how did this originate? Because I'm looking through and I cannot find the origins in anything but Splatoon, but I also refuse to believe that Splatoon was the origin. Because all of the Splatfests were like previous things that people already pitted against each other. Like they did Autobots versus Decepticons for one. So
what?
like yeah, they were like the Splatfests were all things that people already pitted against each other.
Oh.
So I refuse to believe that this was a Nintendo decision that led to this. They said blame the furries. Okay, yes, I know that. Oh, whoa, what's this? I know that that's a furry thing, but that doesn't answer. That doesn't answer
Where
the
it
origin
came
of the war.
from.
Yeah, I need the origin of the war, not the origin of the actual the actual things. Like, I know what they look like. I know why those happened. I've been on the internet for a while, but I want to know when they became enemies. That's what I need to know. I need to know when they learned to hate each other. That's what I need.
Mm-hmm.
So they did a lot of silly Splatfests. They did, but that was kind of the point of the Splatfests. That was the point. But Gloaming Dust, thank you very much for redeeming your points for an... Oh, well. Oh, well. Is it Suris? I'm not the person who originated this war. I didn't start the fire. It was always burning when my channel started turning.
Oh my god.
Are you okay?
10 out of 10.
Well, anyways, with that said, is there anything else you want to let chat or anybody else know before we wrap up over on this end?
Anything? Oh, well, I guess, did they have questions for me?
Not pretty much. Chat, throw questions out. That's a thing you can do. You know that, right? Like, all of you?
Mm-hmm.
There's 145 of you. At least one of you can ask a question. Maybe even two if we're lucky. Professor Tesla, thank you very much for redeeming your points for an... Ada. Fucking monster.
I'm Mom. Hi. It's me.
Sizzy G. Eligi. This is Valk. They're a friend of mine. If you hit !collab, it will take you over to their channel.
Purple.
They are
Purple
a
is
fellow
my favorite
VTuber.
color.
I would assume so.
I want to say uwu.
It is
My
already...
thoughts of an uncapped subathon. Intimidating. I'm doing one soon, and God, am I terrified. No, you cannot. Am I dead? Yeah, I'm a lesbian, so yes.
So if your mom and your dad, then who is
Great
baby?
Squid Game out of 10, 100. I thought it was amazing. I loved it. Who's baby? All my children. The many thousands of them.
Do sharks have that many kids? Or is this a now they do type of deal?
Yes. What inspired the design? Basically just all the aesthetically pleasing things that I liked. Funny story is the whole Yakuza mom thing came after I debuted. Like this was an OC of mine that I've had for years, like probably 6+ years. So before I even started VTubing, and streaming in general. And so when I debuted, people from the Twitter community was like, "Oh, Yakuza, mom." I was like, "Okay, you know what? This works." And yeah, it's stuck with me ever since. Favorite anime? Too many. Favorite animal? Sharks, snakes. I wish I could have both of them, but no, I can't.
You can't? Really?
What was the best No, well, Hawaii. Pretty sure snakes are illegal. The thing about sharks as pets, I'm not too sure. Favorite breakfast though, I honestly have no idea. You know what? Actually, best breakfast I don't know. But if I had to pick a favorite, it would be like, over easy eggs, rice, shoyu, and arabiki sausage. Help you bully Suris into self-care? Yes, I will.
Wait, what am I not doing that requires bullying? What have I done? What?
Take care of yourself. Have you hydrated?
Yes.
Do it again.
Do you hear this?
What the fuck is that?
This is the sound of my thermos filled with liquid to consume.
Oh, okay. You've only seen the first episode. Squid Game is run by the Sony place. Yes, it is. What do I eat? A lot of things. Pineapple pizza. If I liked pineapple, I probably would say yes, but because I don't like pineapple in general, no. Jedi or Sith? Why not both? Jedi though. Gotta be with the good guys. I'm mom. Favorite color? Purple. Brunch? Brunch can be anything.
You can have brunch
I have
at 11 p.m.
Yeah. Do you have a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior, Lightning McQueen? Yes.
Oh no!
Please do. Go for it.
No. Did you hear that he was
Popcorn?
in several feature films? Oh my god.
That's my favorite series. I'm not sure. I haven't seen all of them, so I can't say, but probably the slime, just because that's different. I haven't seen that before.
I will send pictures of each for just so chat gets an answer.
Okay, yes, go for it.
We will go through one by one.
Okay. Does your liquid usually make a crackling sound?
Okay.
Music genre. Metal, actually. And then violin.
So
favorite Suris video? I don't know, actually.
It's probably best that you don't.
Chicken or the egg? The egg! Because baby.
Okay.
Have you ever caught yourself thinking whether radical left... sorry, I don't understand politics.
Oh, wait, hold on. Is this the... No, it's a meme. It's a meme. There's a thing where this one guy, like, went off on Twitter, and the things he was saying were so stupid. A guy who does, like, voice acting on YouTube voiced them as Shadow the Hedgehog. Just went, I've been contemplating why the radical left are so obsessed with speed running. They've created a new sexual archetype, fastest hedgehog. It's so fucking dumb.
Oh yes, I love metal. I have this playlist that I would listen to all the time on my alternate account before I got my copyright strike, and I'm too scared to listen to it anymore. But yeah, I love metal. What is in Catboy milk? I don't know. Milk? Can I play the piano? I wish. People said that I have really tiny hands, but I have apparently long, slender fingers, so everybody's like, you would be great at playing the piano. But I'm like, if only my... Like, I can type fast, but it's not the same. Any movies or shows you love to the point of annoying the people around you with them? Surprisingly, no. Surprisingly, no.
I am
also
slowly but surely sending all models.
Can you link me who did your slime model and also their commissions open? Also, how much was it?
So mine is a reskin of a base that they actually have for easy use.
I'm totally fine with that.
Okay, so I know that mine costed me about 20.
Only $20?
Yeah, because it's a quick reskin.
Okay, well, please? Need?
Yeah, if you click if you type !artists, it will actually bring up all of the artists who are involved in the making of this channel, as well as in my about section. So let me go ahead and do. But I do know that Suzu has 6 months backup on commissions right now.
Fuck. A message. Oh, yes, I have favorite bands. Okay, so Amaranth, Camelot, Temperance, Nightwish, Spirit Box, The Raven Age, Unleash the Archers. And those are the ones that like I've discovered thus far. Metal-wise.
Okay, now I need to
No,
pop...
I do not know who Jordan Peterson is.
He's the person who inspired the guy to make the really, really dumb Twitter post that caused them to do that. He's a... Oh boy, I'm not going to go down his entire rabbit hole, but he is the type of person who decided to try to eat an all-meat diet and also get addicted to a bunch of drugs, and then
what?
And then instead of handling that addiction in a healthy way, he went to a different country that would allow him to get put into a coma long enough for him to go through the withdrawals, and that was not a healthy thing for him to do either. I want to say he's a trip, but trips are exciting. Zero out of 10. Do not recommend.
Favorite live action series? Off the top of my head, probably right now is Squid Game. There's probably other ones though that I can't, but I just can't think right now. Do I think Suris needs more booba or less? No opinion.
The amount of booba on my characters changes based on the model and based on like the maid model actually has the maid model has less booba than like the witch model does, and that's a Bonbonberry decision.
Do I know Japanese? Very little.
There you go. Boom. Boom. Avatar selection. Let me go. Boom.
私は少し日本語が話します。ごめんなさい。English.
There we go. Let me switch to...
There are so many. My favorite right now is So I'm a Spider, So What?
I've seen that in my recommendations, but I haven't actually checked it out yet.
I really love it, honestly. It's so cute, and I need the next season now.
Okay, let me poo that one there. Let me go back to 2D space because I need to grab... I realize there's a live 2D one that I forgot. Jeebus. Made with Unity. Right. Thanks for telling me.
I have messaged Suzu.
You've messaged Suzu?
I have, yes.
Suzu was precious. Be nice to Suzu.
I'm always nice. What do you mean?
Let's see here. Okay. Pia. Do I have... No, I don't need to go into bonks. I need to go into... data. I have to actually locate this avatar.
In one anime series, which would I pick? Fuck, that's hard. I don't know. Tea or coffee? Tea. And by tea, I mean advanced GG. Favorite D&D class? Probably currently a cleric. That's like all I've wanted to play. But I don't know, since I've never gotten to, really get into a campaign. I have not seen that, but you know what? I feel like I need to. Any plans to collab? Maybe. It's up to Suris, and if our times can line up.
I mean, if our times line up, I'm pretty much always down, but it literally comes down to, did our times line up?
Yeah. And it's hard for me to make plans in advance because I just don't know when I'll be awake.
the last time that we actually did a collaboration, it was me messaging while I was
Yeah.
while I was in the middle of a collaboration with Ellie. Hey, do you want to play League?
He's like, oh, you caught me at a great time. Yeah, let's go.
Yep.
Yeah, that's basically how our collabs go.
That's how this one went too.
Yeah.
We tried to plan ahead. That failed, so we went with the tried and true method of I randomly hope it fucking works.
I'm sorry. I love you. I do.
It's okay. Where's my... here we go. Okay.
Time is just a hard concept, you know?
Time is a linear noodle.
They're
Okay.
actually the easiest magic user class to play as. I picked them because not only do they use magic, but they're a little tanky too. So that's kind of why I went with them. Also, healing. Hello, I'm Mom.
I think I have to...
I do not
kill
play
this.
Valorant. Do I plan to? Maybe, but I feel like I'm gonna have a really bad time with it. Jin.
What's the-
Oh, okay.
What's
Might
the
have to look them up.
meanest thing you've ever said to someone?
What's the... Oh, I mean... I don't know exactly, but hey, if somebody fucks up to the point where I'm gonna be, like, mean to you, just know that you actually deserved it. And while I'm a very emotional being, it does take me a bit to, like, actually reach that point. Otherwise, I'm pretty patient, or at least I'll say them, like, verbally and not to them.
Is this just not...
You're welcome, Kronos. You're welcome. Hey, you only saw the peanut butter pizza, all right, which was terrible. You didn't... Did you see the rest of it? Like, the actual stream that we had, the subathon that we had for that? Because that one was just a one-off before it.
Okay, the one that I'm sending you right now is meant to be very fucking unsettling. In fact,
Okay,
actually,
okay.
I'm just gonna turn it on for chat so they can see. They know
Okay.
what this one is for. There is a
Not that bad. I kind of like it.
So there's a studio called Little Light Studios, and they try to say that
Mhm.
like anime is satanic and bad and will send your children to hell.
Oh.
So I covered their movie where they tried to go over all of that, and they got everything wrong about all the anime they talked about. But they have this really awkward like flash animation style for their characters that are doing the presenting. And I was like, this looks so horrible. And then Pernia, who I think is in the chat right now, sent me this model and was like, so when you do Anime Exposed again, you should respond to them with this model because it's just as cursed as
do.
theirs.
It's not even that cursed. I actually like it. It's different, but I like it.
Oh god, it's her, the dark one from the Jade Green Void
Oh my
room.
God.
She has returned.
Also, I don't think I do get jet lagged. It really depends. But usually it's not really jet lag, it's more depression. Making me tired than anything. If I could time travel to a time, where and when? I would time travel back to the time where my late best friend was still alive. Back to when he had just transferred schools and moved. I would make it so that I spent more time with him. Made more time to go and see him. Hang out, take more pictures.
That is very sad.
That's probably the biggest regret that I have, because like I was his bestest friend, like we were the closest, but yet I only have like 5 pictures, maybe not even, with him. Well, his other friends that he would party with all the time, but weren't nearly as close as me, they spent all their time together. They have tons of pictures and videos. Well, meanwhile, I don't, and I was the closest person to him, so it kills me inside every time.
That said, now we can get the, now that we have spent enough time for me to get all of the models put in, there could be an answer, but it probably still is the slime one.
Oh god, Cronus, it was bad. It was bad. I think it's up on my YouTube still. And I think it should also be highlighted on the channel. You do want to go look. If I find the Can I actually wait? Hold on. Do I have a link to the thread of the pictures? I have not watched Gravity Falls. Have I ever traveled internationally? Yes, I've gone to Japan twice. I've been to Tokyo and I've been to Osaka.
Very lucky.
Yeah.
Those are things I'd
I
like
miss
to do
it,
at some
though.
point.
We got good deals. Like my dad, he's really good at finding, you know, good deals. Also here, D, if you want to show the cursed food on stream, there you go.
Oh dear. Oh dear. We'll do this one, and then we will be wrapping up here in a sec. Let me take a look at what this
Here,
madness
Cronus.
is.
So yeah, we'll show you the pictures of the cursed food that I did eat, and then if you are so curious, message me, or if you want to, if you want to find them yourself, it's not too hard to find.
Fruit Loops and OJ, Fruit Loops Milk and Ranch, Oreos and baked beans.
You're gonna have
Oreos
to
and
move me.
Salsa. Yeah, I gotta move it. Hold on one sec. I gotta. Boop, boop. There we go. Okay.
Also, yeah, slime model's still my favorite.
Why is that a Kit Kat with ranch?
Yep,
that's
I don't know why
Kit
the
Kat with
fuck my
ranch.
sister didn't break them apart and let me dip them. She decided to give me the whole thing like that, with a port on, and I'm just like looking at her like, are you serious?
Why did you subject yourself to this?
It was something my chat wanted.
Your chat does not have your. They do not have best intentions for you.
Sometimes. I did find a new food that's actually really good, though.
What?
I'll let you know when it shows.
Let's see here.
I know I have to watch Agretsuko. I'm surprised I haven't yet.
Is it pizza and bananas?
No. Pizza and bananas is good, though, but that is not my new, favorite thing. Pizza and strawberry, not as good as I thought it was going to be. It was very awkward texture-wise.
So it's pizza and mayo?
Pizza mayo actually works. It is good. I think it probably would taste better with the Japanese mayo, though, versus American mayo.
Probably, but also, ew. Nope. Nope, I can't.
The thing that made me throw up the most was just straight up pickles. Well, McDonald's taken from McDonald's burgers. I want to throw up so bad.
Okay, so just like dill pickles that have had grease on them, basically.
Like, I don't like pickles, but one of my regulars was like, okay, buy. I don't know if it was 2 or 3, but 2 or 3 McDonald's cheeseburgers and take all the pickles out and eat them. So I did it, and I literally was gonna throw up. It was really bad.
Jeebus. No, I'm good. I'm good to
Dips and
never do
bananas are
that.
good.
I'm good to never do any of this. Chat, I will not go to these lengths for you.
There's more, by the way, that's attached. It's a thread.
Oh no. Oh god, it keeps getting worse.
Yeah, I know, that's a point. I'm gonna let you know right now, though, in that picture, Fruit Loops and the mac and cheese, actually pretty good. The next thing that was also gonna make me gag was actually the bananas and salsa. Absolutely fucking disgusting. The texture makes you wanna just, ugh.
What is this? Is that peanut butter? Hold on.
It's peanut butter and mayo. It was okay. Oh yeah, there's a lot of baked bean things.
Rocky Road ice cream combos, one with ranch, the other with cheese.
Oh, thanks, Santa.
God,
Those were disgusting.
I feel
They were really gross.
like I want to gag just looking at the. Okay, and
It
we
gets
got
worse.
one more bit. We got one more bit here.
It gets...
Choco.
Okay, so
donut
that
baked beans.
okay, so that picture right there. Guess which one I like. It's
Of-
like if I wasn't lazy, I would definitely eat it regularly.
Of all of these,
Yes. Out of those. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go ahead and say the ranch.
Why is my chat like this?
sandwich.
I don't know.
No.
No, that was bad.
Is it the chocolate donut and baked beans?
No, that was even worse. That was so gross.
Oh god, what is it? Is it Oreos and mayo?
It was okay, but no, I actually really love the hot dog, banana, ketchup, and mustard kebab. That is really good, actually, and if I wasn't lazy to prepare it, I would eat it regularly.
I don't think we can be friends.
Please, no, you try it. It's actually, it works. I don't know why, I don't know how, but it works.
I could think of a lot of things I'd rather do.
Okay, here, let me put it into perspective for you. So over here in Hawaii, there's this thing called a puka dog. It's essentially a hot dog, but while it's not like, hoagie shaped, it's open, it's just like in it. They have these banana relishes. That's why it works. So this is an actual food that somebody will sell, just set up in a different way. Like the banana is just a straight banana. It's not made into like a flavored relish of the banana on a hot dog with ketchup and mustard. It's just simpler, and that's why it tastes good.
I will take your word for it, whilst
come on.
while simultaneously not believing you.
Oh my god. Do I need to like eat this in front of you one day?
No, you don't.
You sure?
I'm sure. I'm good. I'm very
it's
good.
not really more of a Japanese thing. It is a local thing. Japanese don't really have the locomoco there either. Yeah, like they'll have like their hamburger steak and stuff, but it's not exactly set up in the way that the locomoco is. Like they have deconstructed ones, I guess you could say.
You've got Rocky Road ice cream and mayo, baked beans, and beef
Those were all
broth.
fucking disgusting.
Yup.
Okay, so my sister did it wrong. She gave me cold beef broth. I told her it was supposed to be hot. She's like, no, then it would melt. I'm like, that's kind of the point.
The point is that it turns into a sludge.
Yeah, but that was just like ice cold and disgusting. At least it would have been warm and disgusting.
And then we've got a chili dog with chocolate pudding and another with
Yeah,
vanilla.
well, yeah, of course that's something, a Japanese person would love. It's just not I don't think it originated from Japan. It was a Hawaii thing, I'm pretty sure. Also, I am Japanese. By the way, those chili dogs with the chocolate and vanilla pudding, not that bad. Just really fucking messy. So I will not be doing it again. It was not bad though.
So here's what I'm hearing.
Mm-hmm.
If there's a convention that happens and
Yes.
we all find ourselves at that convention,
Mm-hmm.
I'm eating at a different table.
Oh, fuck off.
That's what
I'm actually like really picky, so it's really funny.
Jeebus. With
You're
that,
welcome.
With that said, oh my god.
Here, let me go find. let me go find the videos.
Well, that'll have to be a thing. That'll have to be a thing that I pull up on another day because I am actually
I
like,
get it.
I'm sitting on the.
Is it turning?
It's not just that. It's not just the stomach turning. It's also the fact that like I'm butting up on my brain going, okay, Suris, it's time to nap. You had like 3 hours of sleep. You need to do better. Make Suris eat weird food convention panel. No. The last convention I was supposed to speak at, I'm probably canceling, but not because of that. No.
So, what's really funny is my community wants me to have like a Yakuza mom convention, right?
Mm.
And I'm like, okay, that happens. We're serving the hot dog and banana kebab.
No.
Yes.
No. Not to mention,
We're
wouldn't everybody would
we're
have to
not-
fly
we're
out to
not.
Hawaii.
Not necessarily. Could do it someplace else.
I just can't. I can't even.
What is a white hot dog?
What is a white hot dog? That
Yeah,
sounds.
what is that made out of?
That sounds disgusting. That sounds like they just shoved a bunch of mayo in an artificial casing. Behold, the white hot dog. What is it? Beaten eggs? Oh, I wouldn't
They
be
could
complaining.
swim.
I wouldn't be complaining about going to Hawaii either. It's just that's expensive.
Pork and veal? Oh, okay. I would try it. Yeah, if you guys find yourself in Hawaii, let me know.
Why do I have a message from my old Aflac team asking me if I want to
Aflac.
return? I don't.
Yeah, flap.
No.
Yeah, flap.
That duck is going to be my dinner, I swear to fuck. Gilbert Godfrey, I will have your goose.
Yeah, flap.
Alrighty, well, thank you very much for spending your time over here, Falk. I greatly
Thank you for
appreciate
having
it.
me. It was fun. We should do it again.
Despite the madness that I was subjected to near the tail end of this. Oh my god. Well, with that, is there any closing remarks you want to give to anybody on stream and or over on YouTube?
Well, everyone, thank you so much for having me and for listening to me and talking with me. I very much appreciate it. Hope it was enjoyable, as enjoyable for you guys as it was for me.
Up until the point where the chocolate-covered chili dogs were shown.
Oh, shut up. They all know curiosity is gonna get the better of them. They're gonna try it one day. They will.
Oh no. Oh no.
And I'm sure you will too.
You can't make me. I'm shaking my head
can't make
violently.
you. But we'll see what happens.
Jesus. Well, again, thank you very much for being here. If you guys are watching on Twitch, hit the collab command. That will take you over to Valk's channel. If you're watching on YouTube, there's going to be a link.
Thank you so much, Dana.
There's going to be a link in the description that allows you to go over there. And with that, I'm gonna try to do a nap, I think. That sounds very enjoyable. Hey, thank you so much for watching this video. It really means a lot to me. If you want access to behind-the-scenes content for the channel, please consider checking out my Patreon. I do weekly vlogs over there, where I give real-life updates to what's going on behind the scenes on the channel, stuff that you don't really get over here, and even on Twitch. Patreon also helps the channel's stability a whole lot. Without Patreon, I wouldn't be able to do this at all. Especially with the kind of content that I do, neither YouTube nor Twitch are the most stable sources of income. If you are a $20 and up patron, then you will be featured on the ending slides as shown in the beginning of the end credits. If you want to catch the streams where all this content comes from, then consider heading over to Twitch and following. And if you want to continue watching over here on YouTube, maybe consider clicking one of the end screen videos. And once again, I want to thank you so much for spending your time with me over on my channel. I wouldn't be able to do literally anything that I'm doing over here on YouTube without each and every one of you. So, thank you.